Quorn's mycoprotein has an amazing nutritional story to tell.
In around about the 1960s, the world genuinely thought that it was going to run out of food. So people were looking at what was happening certainly in developing nations, and there just simply didn't seem to be enough food to be going around. There are some really interesting books written on this subject about literally choosing which countries would survive because of their ability to supply food.
Lord Rank was a very successful industrialist who was born in the north of England, the son of a flour miller, Joseph Rank. In the 1950s, Lord Rank took over the food and feed business and created Ranks Hovis McDougall.
Lord Rank looked at what was happening in the 1960s and this perception that the world was going to run out of food, and he decided that something needed to be done about it. So he did this amazing thing, this act of pure technical and commercial speculation. And he set his team off to go and find the world's first new food since the potato. What they were looking for was a microorganism, one that would transform the then plentiful starch into the less plentiful protein. So the search was on, and the story goes that they looked at something like 3,000 soil samples worldwide, trying to find the right sort of microorganism that would actually deliver texture, really important obviously, nutrition, and a good safe form of protein. And eventually they found what they were looking for in Andy Smallwood's compost heap in Marlow in Buckinghamshire. So this is our tiny little member of the fungi family. We've discovered it, we know how to grow it at scale, it's got amazing nutrition, and I think most importantly of all, it creates great food.
And so, huge amount of effort in scaling up, and then there was a lot of work done to prove the value of Quorn. So it was put into a lot of independently run clinical trials with independent experts who looked at things like cholesterol lowering.
Our first major UK launch was in the early 80s, but I think even then the business was loss-making. We got the losses down and we made our first profit in 1998. So from an idea in around about 1962 to first profit in 1998, that's quite a sustained journey of investment and tenacity.
I think it's really exciting to see Quorn popping up in really unexpected places, which is a real sign that this interest in sustainability and this movement is expanding far beyond just individual consumers and into wider society as a whole.
So there is this kind of misconception that's grown over the years that you have to have animal protein, certainly for sort of sports and nutrition and muscle growth. And some of the work that we've been doing, for example, has been showing that our tiny little member of the fungi family, when we've studied its muscle building properties, have found that actually to be superior to milk protein.
So we already have an amazingly compelling sustainability story to tell about Quorn's mycoprotein. We have 1/10 of the impact, whether it's carbon, water or land, compared to some of the major sources of animal protein like beef, for example.
It's a combination of investment, our ability to grow, our sort of dogged determination that we were going to win and prevail, changes in public attitude, interest in the food, pulling all that together, we were ready to take off.